Alright, everyone, settle down. Can I have your attention, please? Alright, thank you. So, with the demand for clean energy on the rise, and with the public opinion for nuclear energy once again starting to look rather positive, we here at PG&E decided to look at plans of the past, and after much hard work and cooperation with the state of California, we are much excited to finally commission the last unit of the Acadia Rico Nuclear Energy Complex, completing the first full commissioning of a nuclear power plant in California since the Diablo Canyon Nuclear Generating Station back in the 1980s. With this new facility, we will be able to produce enough energy to power Kern County and even beyond.
Now, we understand that some citizens of the nearby cities of Wasco and Bakersfield might have some concerns about this large plant. However, we can assure you that this will help California become cleaner for the better, and maybe even spark up ideas for the state to consider giving nuclear power another chance. Either to extend the life of the Diablo Canyon plant even further, create new plants across the state, or maybe even reactivating some old plants such as the Rancho Seco Nuclear Generating Station or San Onofre.
Now, with that in mind, please welcome California's newest power plant since the 1980s.
Good morning Kern County, it is currently 11:40 a.m. Pacific time over here in our studio in Bakersfield. I am Dale Clarkson.
And I'm Danica Youngstown.
And here we have an alarming bulletin coming from the National Weather Service station in Hanford.
The National Weather Service mentions that this year's La Nina is going to be one of the strongest that the state of California has ever seen, and that the state should prepare now before the storm starts to first hit the state on the 21st of this month. Citizens are advised to stay vigilant and prepare for any potential storms that will bring in disasters such as floods, hail, and even tornadoes, and to expect activations of the emergency alert system to warn of possible disasters taking place.
The same bulletin is being relayed by the National Weather Service offices across the state, and even to small parts of Oregon, Nevada, and Arizona. We will continue to furnish news pertaining to this year's La Nina as it makes landfall in the next few days.
You're listening to NOAA weather radio station KHB 49, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.40 MHz. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office located in Monterey, California, and serves the North Bay, East Bay, and the Peninsula, including the cities of San Francisco and Oakland. Here is an urgent message from the National Weather Service. Historic storms expected this Tuesday. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued Tornado Watch Number 4, effective until 7:45 p.m. This watch includes the KHB49 listening area. This year's La Nina season is expected to be extremely dangerous, if not historic. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
The entire state of California should prepare for this year's La Nina season. Massive historic storms are currently expected to hit the California coast within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Damaging winds, hail, and severe thunderstorms are expected in these storms, the likes of which have never been seen before in the state. Citizens are expected to remain vigilant for watches, warnings, and advisories given by the National Weather Service.
The following is an urgent weather message from the National Weather Service, issued at 6:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Marin County in Northern California, San Francisco County in Northern California, San Mateo County in Central California, Santa Clara County in Central California, Santa Cruz County in Central California, Southern Sonoma County in Northern California, until 7:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 6:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Half Moon Bay, or about 30 miles south of San Francisco, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 75 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include San Francisco, Burlingame, Redwood City, Petaluma, Lakeville, Bodega Bay, San Rafael, Sausalito, Novato, and surrounding areas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
The entire state of California should prepare for this year's La Nina season. Massive historic storms are currently expected to hit the California.
The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the following counties: in California, Colusa, Sacramento, Solano, Sutter, and Yolo. A high wind warning remains in effect until 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the following county: in California, Solano. A tornado watch remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the following areas: in California, Central Sacramento Valley, Southern Sacramento Valley, Northern San Joaquin Valley, Carquinez Strait and Delta, Motherlode and West Slope, Northern Sierra Nevada. The Sacramento City Climate Summary for yesterday, January 20th, 2025. Yesterday's high temperature was 50 degrees. The normal high is 55. The record high is 70 degrees, which was set in 2014. Yesterday's low temperature was 43 degrees. The normal low is 41. The record low was 22 degrees, which was set in 1883.
This is Harry Ibarra from KMXI. We interrupt your scheduled programming to bring some breaking news. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch for Butte, Colusa, Plumas, Sutter, and Yuba counties, particularly the cities of Oroville, Chico, Yuba City, and Marysville. Citizens in the mentioned cities and surrounding areas should prepare for severe weather, especially in the counties currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. We will continue to monitor the situation as it develops, and as soon as more information is sent from the National Weather Service office in Sacramento.
The following is a severe thunderstorm warning for the following areas in California, Kern County Mountains and San Joaquin Valley. Issued at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this morning. Timing through 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this morning. Locations: Tehachapi Mountains and the San Joaquin Valley. The National Weather Service in Hanford has issued a tornado warning for eastern Fresno County in Central California, northern Tulare County in Central California, until 9:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 7:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located in Reedley, or about 25 miles southeast of Fresno, moving southeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado and golf ball-sized hail. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Reedley now. Danube at 8:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Visalia, Farmersville, and Exeter at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service in Hanford has issued a tornado warning for eastern Fresno County in Central California, northern Tulare County in Central California, until 9:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 7:55 a.m. Pacific. The National Weather Service in Hanford has issued a tornado warning for Fresno County in Central California, western Mariposa County in Central California, eastern Merced County in Central California, extreme southern Tuolumne County in Central California, until 10 a.m. At 8:05 a.m., a confirmed tornado was located in Cala, or near Fresno, moving northwest at 55 miles per hour. This is the same tornado that was expected to hit Visalia in Tulare County, but it appears that the tornado has changed course and is now rapidly approaching the Fresno metropolitan area. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, weather spotters confirm tornado. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service in Hanford has issued a tornado warning for Fresno County in Central California, Western Mariposa County in Central California, Eastern Merced County in Central California, extreme southern Tuolumne.
Good morning everyone and welcome to KFKB, the local news radio station at Sacramento on frequency 93.1 FM. It is currently 8:25 a.m. Pacific Time, and as of currently, we are in the midst of tracking some extreme storms in this year's La Nina season. So far, things are not looking good for the state, as currently we have had several severe thunderstorm warnings issued by the National Weather Service across several counties in California. A tornado watch has been issued for the entire state of California, and finally, a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning was also issued for a strong tornado that had touched down and is now going through the city of Fresno. If you are currently listening to this broadcast and are in Fresno, Mariposa, Merced, or Tuolumne counties, you need to seek an underground shelter now. Weather spotters have been tracking this tornado ever since it hit Reedley and suddenly turned north after being projected to hit Visalia and surrounding areas. So far, no tornado warnings have been issued for Sacramento County as of yet, but it is heavily advised to remain alert in case that changes. We will keep you updated as the situation progresses.
Residents on the coast of Orange and Los Angeles counties should seek shelter immediately. The National Weather Service offices in San Diego and Oxnard have issued a special marine warning for the Pacific coastal waters between San Clemente, California and Malibu, extending 30 nautical miles including Huntington Beach, Long Beach, El Segundo, San Pedro, and surrounding areas, effective until 10:15 am. At 8:41 am, a tornadic waterspout was observed making landfall on Catalina Island, prompting a tornado warning and leveling anything in its path, and is now rapidly approaching the coast of California at a speed of 85 miles per hour. Because of the intense nature of this tornado, it is heavily speculated that this tornado will be a long-track tornado, and it will likely hit the coast of California very soon. Residents are advised to immediately seek shelter in a basement or the lowest and innermost area of a sturdy building, and to avoid windows and doors. If the storm hits the coast and moves inland, the National Weather Service in San Diego will issue a tornado warning for the warned area.
Now take it home as the night
At Santa Monica Bay buoy, the winds were northeast at 75 knots. Sea temperature 42 degrees. Air temperature 44 degrees. At West Santa Barbara buoy, wave height at 10 feet at 6 seconds. Sea temperature. The National Weather Service in Los Angeles, Oxnard, has issued a flash flood warning to all counties in the listening area until 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 9:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Up to 5 inches have already fallen. Some locations that will experience flooding include Camarillo, Fillmore, Lancaster, Long Beach, Los Angeles, Malibu, Moorpark, Oxnard, Palmdale, Santa Monica, Simi Valley, Thousand Oaks, Torrance, and surrounding areas. Additional rainfall amounts of 3 inches or more is possible in the warned area. Move to higher ground now. Act quickly to protect your life. Tornado emergency for Los Angeles and southern Ventura counties. The National Weather Service in Los Angeles, Oxnard, has issued a tornado warning for Los Angeles County in southwestern California, southern Ventura County in southwestern California, until 10:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 9:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornadic waterspout was observed making landfall in Oxnard, moving east at 75 miles per hour. This is a tornado emergency for Los Angeles and southern Ventura counties. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard: deadly tornado and tennis ball-sized hail. Source: Emergency Management and Weather Spotters confirm tornado. At 9:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a long-track tornadic waterspout with a history of causing catastrophic damage on Catalina Island made landfall in Oxnard, causing large amounts of damage to the city, and was observed traveling northeast to the city of Camarillo. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris can be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. This dangerous storm will be near Oxnard now. Camarillo around 9:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Simi Valley around 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Van Nuys around 9:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hollywood, Dodger Stadium, and Los Angeles around 9:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Montebello around 9:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Moorpark, Chatsworth, Northridge, Van Nuys Airport, Studio City, Universal City, including Universal Studios Hollywood, Lincoln Heights, Alhambra, and San Gabriel. This tornado is rain-wrapped and is especially difficult to see. Do not wait to see or hear a tornado. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now.
Okay. Meeting is now in session. Here we are, discussing this year's La Nina season. This is absolutely one of the most chaotic storms that the state has ever seen. Everyone is getting absolutely walloped right now from what I heard, whether from flooding or even massive tornadoes, so I called this meeting in place to check in on what weather events we have seen so far and to plan accordingly for the next couple of days before this year's season subsides. We'll be checking how each region of the state is currently doing in terms of these storms. We have officials of the NWS offices of Hanford, Los Angeles, Eureka, Reno, and San Francisco currently physically present, while we also have the officials of the ones in Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, and Medford here on Zoom. We'll go in alphabetical order with this discussion, starting with Eureka.
So far, other than severe thunderstorm warnings impacting the area, no tornado or flash flood warnings have been issued for any county in our listening areas at this time.
That's good to hear. Remain vigilant, though. Don't let your guard down. Next, Hanford.
Fresno, Merced, and Madera counties have suffered some recent tornado damage due to a miscalculation on our part. We thought that the tornado was going to hit Dinuba and Visalia, but it suddenly turned north after it hit Wheatley and had a direct collision course with Fresno. How it didn't reach Merced or Mariposa cities is beyond me.
Well, anyone hurt?
Unfortunately, yes. I guess many people just thought that the alert was a prank and that the tornado had continued southbound as it should have. We were absolutely not prepared for that tornado.
That's an issue. A major one too. It's clear that the Central Valley is being heavily impacted by La Nina.
Well, they aren't the only ones.
Pardon?
Never mind. I'll wait.
Right then. Las Vegas, you're up.
No tornadoes as of yet, but we are getting significant amounts of heavy rainfall in Inyo and San Bernardino counties, and even parts of western Nevada. Correct me if I am mistaken, but I am pretty sure Sim City is not supposed to have over an inch of rain, like, ever. We even had to alert residents in Inyo County about possible landslides because of how much rain is falling.
Well, perhaps now's the time to implement that landslide warning event code that we've been discussing with Silver Spring about. Maybe we could get that online before something happens. Los Angeles, your turn. What did you want to say earlier?
Well, I think you ought to have a look for yourself. All I gotta say is that it's not looking good.
Let's see here. Flash flooding in Ventura and Los Angeles counties and... You're kidding?
I wish I was, sir. Most of northern Los Angeles had catastrophic damage. It's the same one that was a waterspout in Catalina.
Bad enough to issue a tornado emergency for Oxnard and LA?
I am afraid so. We are trying to look for survivors, but with the floodwaters going up to our necks, I won't be surprised if there were little to none.
Good God. That. Yes. Horrible. Is the Coast Guard trying to handle the situation?
Oh, we got all hands on deck down there. Volunteers, veterans, everyone. We need all the help we can get.
I take it that the office in Oxnard took a hit then?
Thankfully no, but KWO-37 is off the air from the tornado, from what I heard, so we have San Diego taking over for us.
Okay. So Los Angeles, Oxnard, and Fresno have had tornadoes touch down earlier today. Any other cities? No? Good. In that case, let's move on to the next office. Medford, that's you.
As weird as it may sound, we haven't been getting much of anything. We have noted that some small fires are occurring around Shasta County, however, mainly from lightning.
Well, no matter the case, we need all eyes up there. We don't need Redding becoming an inferno. Phoenix, what's going on down there?
No tornadoes, but flooding is starting to get rather severe. I heard that Laguna Dam had to bring that 1950s era siren back online, since that smaller one got knocked off by the water sloshing it off, and if the floods are giving Laguna trouble, I don't think I want to know what's going on at Imperial.
I know Sacramento's been having the same problem at Memphis. Either way, keep an eye on those dams. That goes to any of you. The last thing we need is the California Central Valley or any other area getting flooded because of dam failures. Reno is next.
Winter storm warnings are on the rise in areas like Lake Tahoe and Truckee. We're expecting even blizzard warnings to hit the area soon if this keeps up.
When do you think y'all start to see those?
I want to say around 2 p.m. Pacific time.
My advice is that you watch that storm. We've been having trouble keeping watch of storms here. It has to be worse up there. What about you, San Diego?
All hail, nothing else other than high winds.
Sounds highly suspect, but I'll take it. Let us know when that changes. San Francisco.
We were the first ones to get the storm to impact us, but yet all we have gotten are severe thunderstorms. However, we're expecting a warm push from the south towards the area. I'm wondering if we could possibly have another tornado like how Los Angeles had one, especially for the Richmond area. It looks like this one would be at its greatest potential for tornadoes around the Chevron refinery. That sounds very concerning.
Well, if there's one thing to keep an eye on, it's that. Practically anything could happen with this storm. I guess that just leaves Sacramento. We've been noticing that a large portion of the Sacramento region has been under a tornado watch, lasting until the evening hours of today. We've also been concerned about large amounts of rain affecting the Folsom and Nimbus dams. If either of those fail, the levees will break, and Sacramento and the Delta area as we know it could be inundated. Iselton, Walnut Grove, Terminus, Rio Vista, everyone in the path of the Sacramento River could be flooded. We gotta do something about this soon. Damn that telephone. I am sorry everyone, excuse me for a second. This is the National Weather Service in Sacramento. The Storm Prediction Center released a new map for today and tomorrow. Alright, we'll look at it. Alright, have a good day. Okay, so the SPC just released a revamped Day 1 and Day 2 ahead of time to have us look at it and...
Well, how's Day 1 looking now?
Severe winds expected on the northern coast, San Francisco area, expected to see severe weather, including tornadoes. The Central Valley is to see possibly both flooding and tornadoes. The Lake Tahoe area is expected to be buried in snow, and, alarmingly, storms are starting to clump up near the Sacramento and Stockton areas. Everyone, take a copy and release the information to the public. We cannot have this storm try to take advantage of us. Meeting adjourned.
Here is an urgent message from the National Weather Service. A tornado watch remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the following areas: in California, Central Sacramento Valley, Southern Sacramento Valley, Northern San Joaquin Valley, Carquinez Strait and Delta, Motherlode and West Slope Sierra Nevada. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties: in California, Amador, Butte, Calaveras, Colusa, El Dorado, Placer, Sacramento, San Joaquin, Solano, Stanislaus, Sutter, Yolo, and Yuba. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The Sacramento City Climate Summary for yesterday, January 20th, 2025. Yesterday's high temperature was 50 degrees. The normal high is 55. The record high is 70 degrees. This is NOAA Weather Radio WXK-58 in Reno. Operated by the National Weather Service and broadcasting from Slide Mountain on a frequency of 162.55 MHz. The following is a blizzard warning for the following counties in California: Alpine, northeastern El Dorado County, including Greater Lake Tahoe area, California, eastern Nevada County, eastern Placer County, and for the following counties in Nevada: western Carson City, Douglas, including Greater Lake Tahoe area, Nevada, western Lyon County, extreme western Story County, and southwestern Washoe County. Blizzard conditions expected. Total snow accumulations of 3 to 6 feet, except 5 to 11 feet above 7,000 feet. Winds gusting as 70 miles per hour in lower elevations with over 130 miles per hour at times over ridges with whiteout conditions. The areas affected include Carson City, Greater Lake Tahoe area, Mark Leaville, Minden, Reno, Sparks, and Virginia City. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from 2:15 p.m. this afternoon to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday. Additional details: rough conditions can be expected on the California-Nevada border through the next few days. Gusts up to 90 miles per hour are to be expected for many areas on land. Rough conditions are also to be expected in Lake Tahoe until the warning expires. Gust 50 to 70 miles per hour with wave heights of 9 to 12 feet. There may also be periods of thundersnow tonight and Wednesday morning. Impacts: travel could be near impossible or even paralyzed with near zero visibility through Wednesday morning. Very strong winds could cause tree damage and power outages. If you risk travel over the Sierra Passes, you could be stuck in your car for several hours, if not a day. Cold wind chills as low as 25 below zero could cause frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 30 minutes. This is a life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel. Road crews and first responders may not be able to rescue you. Stay indoors until the wind and snow subside. Even a short walk could be deadly if you become disoriented. The latest road conditions can be obtained by calling 511. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Sierra Avalanche Center. the Sierra Avalanche Center in Truckee has issued an avalanche warning. What high avalanche danger will develop later tonight and continue on through Wednesday and into Thursday. Very large avalanches may run from upper elevations to valley floors. Wet avalanches may occur on steep slopes in the foothills. Where the Sierra Nevada mountains of eastern El Dorado, Placer, and Nevada counties and surrounding foothills, including Lake Tahoe. When in effect from now to 10:30 a.m. Thursday. Additional details: very dangerous avalanche conditions are expected in all elevation bands. Travel in avalanche terrain is not recommended. Avalanches may run long distances and can run into mature forests, valley floors, or flat terrain. Consult www.sierraavalanchecenter.org for more detailed information. Similar avalanche danger may exist at locations outside the coverage area of this or any avalanche center. This NOAA weather radio station is temporarily off the air. Please tune to an alternate weather radio broadcast or visit weather.gov for the latest weather information. This NOAA weather radio station is temporarily off the air. Please tune to an alternate weather radio broadcast or visit weather.gov for the latest weather.
Immediate evacuation for Shasta County. Large fire tornado on the ground. Civil authorities have issued an immediate evacuation order for Shasta, CA, beginning up to 15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until further notice. A wildfire sparked by lightning from several severe thunderstorms located within the area has been spotted burning near Portal Inn, or about 4 miles northeast of Mountain Gate. At around 2:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a tornado also landed near the area of the wildfire, causing it to catch on fire. This tornado is currently approaching the Mountain Gate area southwest at 15 miles per hour. Anything in or near this tornado's path has caught fire, threatening residences on the south side of Lake Shasta, including the city of Redding. All residents in Shasta County that are south of Lake Shasta should evacuate the area immediately. Should you choose not to evacuate, you must understand that emergency services may not be able to assist you further. Locations impacted by this evacuation order include Buckeye, Mountain Gate, Portal Inn, Redding, and Shasta Lake. Do not delay. Evacuate now.
Large tornado in direct course for Sacramento. Tornado emergency for Roseville and Sacramento. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Southern Placer County in Northern California, Sacramento County in Northern California, Eastern Yolo County in Northern California, until 6:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 5:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado was reported in Lincoln, or near Roseville, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Roseville and Sacramento. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, law enforcement and trained weather spotters confirm tornado. At 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this tornado was reported to be 1.5 miles wide and causing widespread damage to the city of Roseville and is currently approaching the city of Folsom. As a tornado this size is unpredictable to accurately calculate given previous tornadoes in cities such as Los Angeles and Fresno, all residents in Sacramento County, no matter where they are, should seek an underground shelter immediately. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be obliterated. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. Locations impacted include Lincoln, Whitney, Western Rockland, Roseville, Citrus Heights, Orangevale, Folsom, Gold River, Rancho Cordova, La Riviera, Arden Arcade, Sacramento, and West Sacramento. Large tornado in direct course for Sacramento. Tornado emergency for Roseville and Sacramento. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Southern Placer County in Northern California, Sacramento County in Northern California, Eastern Yolo County in Northern California, until 6:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 5:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely tornado emergency for San Joaquin County. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Southern Sacramento County in Northern California, San Joaquin County in Northern California, Northern Stanislaus County in Northern California, until 7:35 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 6:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado was located north of Galt, or about 13 miles south of Elk Grove, moving south at 25 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for San Joaquin County. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, law enforcement confirmed tornado. At 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, law enforcement and trained weather spotters had located a tornado about 2 miles wide, causing complete devastation to the city of Galt. This tornado is expected to last into the night and will likely hit the Stockton metropolitan area later this evening. Tornadoes are difficult to see at night. Do not wait to see or hear a tornado. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. This dangerous storm will be near Galt now. Collierville and Acampo at around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Lodi at around 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Morada at around 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stockton around 8:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other locations impacted include Ampere, Armstrong, August, Garden Acres, Woodbridge, Woodlake, and Youngstown. The National Weather Service in Monterey has issued a tornado warning for northern Alameda County, Contra Costa County, western Sacramento County, southern Solano County, until 9:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 8:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Richmond, traveling northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
This is your nightly news broadcast, featuring Isaiah Smith and Adeline Hopkins.
Good evening. I'm Isaiah Smith.
And I'm Adeline Hopkins, and we're here to bring you the latest developments in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Our top story tonight comes following this year's La Nina season. The city of Richmond had to issue an evacuation order for areas within a 5-mile radius of the Chevron refinery due to a large explosion and fire reported at the plant as a result of a tornado that came sweeping across the city.
Injuries and fatalities from both the explosion and tornado are still being tallied up at the present time. We also ask all citizens of Richmond, if you are listening at this present time, to remain calm. Mass hysteria has already hit the area after the explosion, leading to rioting and looting of homes and businesses, leading to even more casualties in the area.
Stay tuned to us or your local radio station for further updates.
Sir, can you tell us what will happen to the nuclear power plant?
How do we know that a Seat Rico won't blow up like the Chevron refinery?
What about Diablo Canyon? You operate that one too. Will that also explode?
Alright! Everyone, can we have your attention, please? Alright, thank you. So I'm sure as you're aware, the Chevron refinery in Richmond has recently exploded. We don't know anything other than the fact that a tornado hit the plant and caused some massive damage to it as far as we can tell. We are also well aware of these tornadoes hitting cities statewide over these past few hours. The thing is, as long as none of these tornadoes hit the Puerto Rico nuclear generating station, we should be fine.
But say that a tornado does hit the plant, what will happen then?
We'll be sure to try and get the situation under control before any explosions happen, nuclear or not. Now please, leave us alone.
But the Storm Prediction Center marked this area as a high risk.
Oh my fucking god.
You're listening to National Weather Service NOAA Weather Radio WXL87 in Yuma, Arizona, serving Southeast California and Southwest Arizona. The current time is 1:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Here are the 1 a.m. Mountain Standard Time observations for the Yuma and Imperial County areas on Wednesday, January 22nd. At Yuma, severe thunderstorms were reported. Visibility 1 mile. Temperature was 35 degrees, dew point 29, and relative humidity 80%. Wind was northwest at 75 miles an hour. Flash flood emergency for Winter Haven. The National Weather Service in Phoenix has issued a flash flood warning for Eastern Imperial County in southeastern California, Western Yuma County in southwestern Arizona, until 6:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. At 1:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or 12:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Imperial Dam in Winter Haven, California, and the Laguna Diversion Dam near Yuma, Arizona have both been reported to have been breached by flood waters from heavy rains in the area. Flash flooding is already occurring. This is a flash flood emergency for Winter Haven. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Hazard, life-threatening flash flooding caused by dam breaks. Source, law enforcement reported. Impact, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Life-threatening flash flooding of low water crossings, small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses. Some locations that may experience flash flooding include Winter Haven, Bard, Eras Junction, Andrade, Calexico, Bonds Corner, Yuma, Gadsden, Laguna, and San Luis. This includes the following highways: Interstate 8 near Winter Haven Drive, and Dune Buggy Flats, California Highway 98 near Bonds Corner. Move to higher ground now. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flash flood emergency for Winter Haven. The National Weather Service in Phoenix has issued a flash flood warning for Eastern Imperial County in southeastern California, Western Yuma County in southwestern Arizona, until 6:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. At 1:40 a.m. Mountain You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, simulcast on radio station KEC 57 at 162.55 MHz from Fairplay in El Dorado County, and on radio station WWF 67 at 162.40 MHz from Wolf Mountain in Nevada County. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. A blizzard warning is in effect until 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday for the following counties: Alpine, El Dorado, Nevada, and Placer. An avalanche warning is in effect until 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday for the following area: West Slope, Northern Sierra Nevada. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Wednesday for the following counties: Amador, Calaveras, Colusa, El Dorado, Placer, Sacramento, San Joaquin, Solano, Stanislaus, Sutter, Yolo, and Yuba. Weather conditions at 1 a.m. At Sacramento Executive Airport, with mostly clear skies. The temperature was 29 degrees, the dew point 28, and the relative humidity was 95%. The wind was west at 35 miles per hour. The barometric pressure was emergency for Oroville, Paradise, and Chico. This includes the Oroville Dam. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Butte County in Northern California, Northern Yuba County in Northern California, until 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 12:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornadoes were confirmed to be on the ground. One was located at Magalia, or about 4 miles north of Paradise, moving south at around 45 miles per hour. The other was located at Nord, or 10 miles northwest of Chico, moving southeast at 35 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Oroville, Paradise, and Chico. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, trained weather spotters and law enforcement confirmed tornado. Large chunks of debris were reported to be flying in the air at high rates of speed from the sheer power of these tornadoes. The public has also reported that one of the tornadoes are making a direct approach toward Oroville Dam, which could risk a potential dam collapse. These tornadoes are showing no signs of lifting, and it is possible that these tornadoes could likely enter Sacramento, Sutter, and Yolo counties, causing even more damage to the Sacramento metropolitan area after a large tornado hit the region yesterday. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris can be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. The tornado will be near Paradise at 1:10 a.m., Chico at 1:15 a.m., Butte Valley at 1:30 a.m., Durham at 1:35 a.m., Thermalito at 1:50 a.m., Oroville at 1:55 a.m. To repeat, large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornadoes are on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room at the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outside, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Tornado emergency for Oroville, Paradise, and Chico. This includes the Oroville Dam. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Butte County in North.
Nuclear power plant warning. Nuclear power plant warning. This is not a test. This is a nuclear power plant warning for Humboldt, Mendocino, and Trinity counties. The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Office of Emergency Services. A general emergency has been declared at the decommissioned Humboldt Bay nuclear power plant near Eureka, California. Although the plant is no longer active, several breaches into Unit Number 3 as a result of severe thunderstorms were reported, along with large amounts of radioactive materials, signifying that the core has sustained damage. As a result of the reported damage and easterly winds, all residents within a 45-mile radius of the Humboldt Bay nuclear power plant are advised to evacuate now. It is too late to seek shelter. Bring all essentials when evacuating, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, and battery-powered radio. Do not pick up children or relatives at schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own emergency procedures. When evacuating, tie a white towel to a door or mailbox. This will let emergency officials know that you are aware of the situation. Do not use the towel if you need assistance. Do not delay. Evacuate now.
tornado emergency for Bakersfield and Wasco. The National Weather Service in Hanford has issued a tornado warning for Kern County, southern Kings County, southwestern Tulare County, until 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 1:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado was located near Wasco, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Bakersfield and Wasco. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, law enforcement and trained weather spotters confirm tornado. At 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the tornado was reported to be slowly approaching the ACA Tarico Nuclear Energy Complex. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room at the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outside, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for Kern, Kings, and Tulare counties. This is a severe thunderstorm emergency for parts of Kern, Kings, and Tulare counties, including Bakersfield, Hanford, and Visalia. At 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Fresno, moving southeast at 45 miles per hour. Rapid lightning strikes are imminent. Prepare now for lightning strikes. This is a very dangerous storm. Hazard, lightning and 75 mph wind gusts. Source, trained spotters. Impact, expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Fresno, Hanford, Danuba, Visalia, Delano, Wasco, Oildale, Bakersfield, and surrounding areas. Prepare for deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter inside a well-built structure. Stay away from windows. This is a dangerous storm. Prepare for rampant and deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. People outside should move to shelter inside a strong building. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring within this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, WNG 655, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.425 MHz from on top of Mount Diablo. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office located in Monterey, California, and serves the East Bay counties of Contra Costa and Alameda as well as San Francisco Bay and the surrounding counties. San Francisco Bar forecast. In the deep water. This is an urgent warning from the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued a tornado warning for Alameda County, southern Contra Costa County, until 4:30 a.m. At 3 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located in San Ramon, or near Berkeley, moving southwest at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Berkeley at 3:15 a.m., Oakland at 3:20 a.m., Alameda at 3:25 a.m., San Leandro at 3:30 a.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Emeryville and Ashland. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and cover yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear a tornado. Take cover now. This is an urgent warning from the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued a tornado warning for Alameda County, southern Contra Costa County, until 4:30 a.m. At 3 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado.
This doesn't look good at all. I feel like we'll be here trying to get these cars out of the way for a while.
But we got more units from Oakland coming, so at least there's that.
It's not that. It's the fact that I have to be out here with all this severe weather going on. I'd rather be taking shelter at home than having to wait in this chicken coop of a bridge's lower level. Hey, the bridge wasn't doing this earlier.
You think it's the tornado in Oakland causing it?
Don't worry so much. I thought I was meant to stay in the East Bay. Holy fuck! Get down! Brace!
Tornado of historic magnitude approaching the San Francisco metropolitan area. Tornado emergency for San Francisco. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued a tornado warning for southern Marin County, San Francisco County, northern San Mateo County, until 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado was located on Yerba Buena Island, or near San Francisco, moving southwest at 10 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for San Francisco. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, law enforcement confirmed tornado. At 3:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, this tornado was reported to be causing incomprehensible damage to the Oakland Bay Bridge. The bridge's lower half was reported to have collapsed from tornadic debris, marking the first time the west side of the Bay Bridge had collapsed, and the first bridge collapse of the Bay Bridge from a natural disaster since the Loma Prieta earthquake in October of 1989. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris will be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room at the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outside, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Tornado of historic magnitude approaching the San Francisco metropolitan area. Tornado emergency for San Francisco. The National Weather Service in the San Francisco Bay Area has issued a tornado warning for Southern Marin County, San Francisco County, Northern San Mateo County, until 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado was located on Yerba Buena Island, or near San Francisco, moving southwest at 10 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for San
I don't care if that avalanche knocked it down. Try and get it working again.
I am trying. Come on. Please work. Yes. It is back.
Well done, just sit there. Hurry. Issue the alert.
Tornado emergency for Yuba City, Ione, and the remnants of Sacramento. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a tornado warning for Southern Colusa County in Northern California, Yolo County in Northern California, Sutter County in Northern California, Sacramento County in Northern California, Southwestern El Dorado County in Eastern California, Amador County in East Central California, Northern Calaveras County in Central California, until 5:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 3:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, two large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornadoes were being tracked by law enforcement and trained weather spotters. At the same time, a third tornado was reported by the public. One tornado was located in Arbuckle, or about 11 miles southwest of Colusa, traveling southeast at 70 miles per hour. This tornado is expected to make a direct impact on Sacramento International Airport. Another was located in the Natomas community of Sacramento, moving south towards the downtown core of the city, moving south at 60 miles per hour. The third was approaching the eastern half of Sacramento, currently causing massive damage to Yuba City, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Yuba City, Ione, and the remnants of Sacramento. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, law enforcement and weather spotters confirm tornado. At 3:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a tornado was reported to be causing destruction to northeastern Sacramento and Carmichael. Another was spotted approaching southeastern Sacramento, towards the Elk Grove, Florida area. The third is projected to hit Rancho Cordova, before entering Amador and southwestern El Dorado counties. impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. You must understand that debris from the large tornado that struck yesterday evening will likely be picked up again and tossed at rapid speeds. Mobile homes, if not already destroyed, will be affected by these tornadoes. Unimaginable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles will occur. These dangerous tornadoes will be near Natoma's district of Sacramento and Yuba City now. What is left of Midtown Sacramento, Sacramento International Airport, and would land at 3:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tahoe Park District of Sacramento at 3:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. West Sacramento at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Florin at 4:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Elk Grove at 4:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ione at 4:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Rancho Calaveras at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other locations impacted include Harrington, Hershey, Dunnigan, Zamora, DeFleur, Yolo, Harold, Rancho Cordova, Lake Comanche, Buena Vista, and Burson. 2 of these tornadoes have a history of causing catastrophic damage in the counties around 4 hours ago. To repeat, large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornadoes are on the ground. It is recommended that residents in Sacramento should evacuate now. Storm shelters from previous events have been rendered unusable. If you cannot evacuate, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room at the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outside, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Evacuate or take cover now.
Good morning to the SLO area. I'm Jimmy M. Ress, and we, here at KBEC, hope you have been sleeping well despite La Nina raging through the entire state of California, and of course, with reports of severe weather striking major cities in the state, including the state capital, Sacramento, which in the past 24 hours had been hit by 4 tornadoes, leveling much of the area. Other cities that had been affected by these tornadic storms include Los Angeles, Stockton, Bakersfield, Wasco, Oroville, Chico, Roseville, Fresno, San Francisco, Richmond, Oakland, and Berkeley. Major facilities were also impacted by tornadoes such as UC Berkeley, the Chevron refinery, Vail Air Force Base near Wheatland, and most concerningly, the EAS Rico nuclear energy complex had suffered a direct hit from a large tornado that ripped through Wasco. Yet at the same time, it's not just tornadoes causing massive damage, as cities as far south as Calexico had suffered catastrophic flood damage in both California and Arizona as a result of the Imperial Dam collapsing at around 1 a.m. this morning. A blizzard and avalanche warning was also issued for areas on the Sierra Nevadas in both California and Nevada, particularly around the South Lake Tahoe region. Humboldt, Mendocino, and Trinity counties were put under a nuclear power plant warning because of damage to Unit 3 of the decommissioned Humboldt Bay nuclear power plant causing the release of radioactive fallout. Finally, the entirety of the southern half of Shasta County, including Redding, was put under an evacuation order for a large fire tornado near Mountain Gate. All of these events have occurred as a direct result of La Nina. Currently, San Luis Obispo County remains under a tornado watch as is much of the state, with so far, nothing but a few severe thunderstorm warnings being issued. Hang on 1 second. Folks, we have a new alert coming in. A tornado warning has been issued for San Luis Obispo County. Please seek shelter now.
The National Weather Service in Los Angeles Oxnard has issued a tornado warning for San Luis Obispo, CA, effective at 6:30 in Pacific Standard Time and ending at 7 am Pacific Standard Time. At 6:30 in Pacific Standard Time, an unobserved tornadic waterspout was confirmed to have made landfall on Avila Beach, or about 10 miles southwest of San Luis Obispo, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: weather spotters confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and cover yourself from flying debris.
Okay folks, so for those in SLO County who are listening to KVEC currently, no matter where you are in the county, you need to seek shelter now. I don't think the alert ever specified where the tornado is going to impact. It could be here in San Luis Obispo City. The KVEC staff is currently sheltering in place. This station will now go into emergency programming to broadcast any changing events currently related to this new tornado warning. Nuclear power plant warning. Nuclear power plant warning. This is not a test. A nuclear power plant emergency has been declared in San Luis Obispo County. The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Office of Emergency Services. A nuclear power plant warning has been issued for all residents within a 50-mile radius of the Diablo Canyon power plant in Avila Beach. A general emergency has been declared at the plant after a stronger than anticipated tornado crippled the plant, prompting the meltdown of reactor number 1. Large amounts of radioactive materials are being rapidly spread into the atmosphere, and are traveling in an easterly direction, causing injuries and fatalities to the affected area. Due to the east winds carrying radioactive materials to the east, and the threat of more radioactive materials being released, all residents within a 50-mile radius are advised to evacuate now. It is too late to seek shelter. Bring all essentials when evacuating, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, and battery-powered radio. Do not pick up children or relatives at schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own emergency procedures. When evacuating, tie a white towel to a door or mailbox. This will let emergency officials know that you are aware of the situation. Do not use the towel if you need assistance. Repeating, a nuclear power plant warning has been issued for all residents within a 50-mile radius of the Diablo Canyon power plant in Avila Beach. Do not delay. Evacuate now.
Attention. Attention. A general emergency has been declared at the Scenario Nuclear Energy Complex. Evacuate the area immediately. This is...
Nuclear power plant warning. Nuclear power plant warning. This is not a test. The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Office of Emergency Services. A nuclear power plant warning has been issued for all residents within a 125-mile radius of the Aceta Rica Nuclear Energy Complex in Wasco. A general emergency has been declared at the plant after a large and violent tornado crippled the plant, prompting the meltdown of reactors 1, 3, and 4. Large amounts of radioactive materials are being rapidly spread into the atmosphere and are traveling in an easterly direction, causing injuries and fatalities to the affected area. Due to the east winds carrying radioactive materials to the east, and the threat of more radioactive materials being released, all residents within a 125-mile radius of the plant are advised to evacuate now. It is too late to seek shelter. Bring all essentials when evacuating, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, and battery-powered radio. Do not pick up children or relatives at schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own emergency procedures. When evacuating, tie a white towel to a door or mailbox. This will let emergency officials know that you are aware of the situation. Do not use the towel if you need assistance. Repeating. A nuclear power plant warning has been issued for all residents within a 125-mile radius of the Aceta Rica Nuclear Energy Complex. Do not delay. Evacuate now. Flash flood emergency for the entirety of the Sacramento Valley. Evacuate the area immediately. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a flash flood warning for Butte, CA, Yuba, CA, Nevada, CA, Placer, CA, Sutter, CA, Sacramento, CA, Ayala, CA, Solano, CA, Contra Costa, CA, and San Joaquin, CA, effective beginning of 9:30 in Pacific Standard Time and ending at 5:30 in Pacific Standard Time Friday. All residents in the warned areas are asked to evacuate the area immediately. Several dam breaches have been reported by several county emergency offices. This includes but is not limited to the following: Oroville Dam in Butte County, Lower Lake Clementine Dam in Placer County, Folsom Dam in Sacramento County, and Comanche Dam in San Joaquin County. Several cities along the Sacramento Valley, including those affected by severe tornado damage such as Sacramento, Roseville, and Stockton, are being inundated in massive amounts of floodwaters from these dam breaches. Levees are also being breached by these floodwaters, causing massive amounts of damage to cities' lines along these areas. Flash flooding is already occurring. Flash flood emergency for the entire Sacramento Valley. This is a catastrophically dangerous situation. Evacuate now. Hazard: life-threatening flash flooding caused by several dam failures. Source: several law enforcement agencies and civil authorities. At 9:30 a.m., multiple reports of dam failures in several counties were reported by countless law enforcement agencies across the Sacramento Valley. Impact: this is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Life-threatening flash flooding of low water crossings, small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses. Some locations that may experience flash flooding include Oroville, Yuba City, Marysville, Oswald, Nicholas, Joe's Landing, Beatrice, Auburn, Lake Ojokes, Folsom, Sacramento, Freeport, Clarksburg, Hood, Cortland, Paintersville, Borden, Walnut Grove, including Locke and Grand Island Estates, Howard Landing, Walker Landing, Eagle Tree, Terminus, Isleton, Newtown, Rio Vista, Mackinson, Novard, Holt, Gillis, Stockton, Brentwood, Orwood, Toland Landing, Edmonton, Bethel Island, and Oakley. Move to higher ground now. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. Turn around, don't run when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occurring vehicles.
Folks, thank you for the wait. We are currently in the midst of setting up our station in the basement of our building. From what we understand, the Scenario nuclear energy complex in Kern County has exploded, taking multiple other plants with it, whether gas, coal, or even other nuclear power plants, triggering them to explode as well. As of right now on deck, that's what transmits our emergency messages to your radio station. It's almost ready to be activated, but when it does, we understand that we are currently under a national emergency, which means that we could be seeing the cessation of the radio station to government control until then. Please, listen closely to the following message. What is about to come may be vital to your safety. Please stand by for a national emergency message in 3, 2, 1.
This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. Please stand by. Emergency programming has been activated to bring you this national emergency message. The President or a designated representative will be speaking shortly during this emergency. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide information used in the local area. This is KJVX, serving the Suzanne area. If this is not your local area, turn to a TV or radio station serving your local area. You are listening to an emergency alert system serving the Suzanne area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone should be used for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated. Please stand by. Emergency programming has been activated to bring you this national emergency message. The President or a designated representative will be speaking shortly during this emergency. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide information used in the local area. This is KJVX, serving the Suzanne area. If this is not your local area, turn to a TV or radio station serving your local area. You are listening to an emergency alert system serving the Suzanne area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone should be used for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good afternoon, my fellow Americans, or to those living in the Pacific or Mountain time zones, good morning. I am currently coming to you from a safe location in the northeastern United States. As I am aware, we are currently under a cataclysmic situation as of this moment. During the past day, the 2025 La Niña season has been battering the state of California, along with small parts of the states of Nevada and Arizona. During the season, countless tornadoes and flash floods have hit multiple areas of the state, from as far north as the city of Redding to as far south as the California, Arizona, and Mexico border, near Gadsden, with notable disasters include occurring in cities like Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Bakersfield, and Oroville. A couple of these were large tornadoes that have hit nuclear power plants in both San Luis Obispo and Kern counties, those being the Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant and also the recently built Aceite Rico nuclear energy complex. Residents of the continental United States, it is with a heavy heart that I must announce this. At around 9:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the massive Aceite Rico nuclear energy complex exploded, taking out much of northern Kern County with it. However, that wasn't all, as several gas and coal power plants have also exploded in a chain reaction. One of those chains had spread west to the already unstable Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant, causing said plant to explode as well. Two more chains have also spread, both in the northern and eastern directions, and they have hit the following nuclear power plants. The decommissioned Humboldt Bay nuclear power plant near Eureka, California, which was also already in an unstable condition following severe thunderstorms. The Columbia Generating Station near Richland, Washington. The Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station near Tonopah, Arizona. The Comanche Peak Nuclear Power Plant near Glen Rose, Texas. And the South Texas Nuclear Generating Station near Bay City. All of these plants have suffered explosions due to the chain reactions from the S8 Federico nuclear energy complex. It is also expected that more explosions from nuclear power plants are possible. Because of what I have just announced, all residents of the United States, no matter where you are, should seek shelter immediately, especially if you are at least within 500 miles of one of the aforementioned power plants. Grab enough provisions, including food, water, medication, clothing, and a radio, to last you for at least the next 2 weeks. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers. Seal all cracks in windows with tapered damp towels. Close any and all doors and windows, and hunker down into a basement, the lowest and most interior room of a sturdy building, or, what's most recommended, a fallout shelter. Do not attempt to pick up any children or relatives at schools, nursing homes, or hospitals, as these facilities have their own procedures that they will follow accordingly. Finally, as a word of advice from yours truly, do not panic. It has been demonstrated that panicking will only make things worse, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Remember that we will come back from a dark time like this. We have before, and we can do it all over again. This is what keeps the American dream going. What I would ask for you at this time is to give your thoughts and prayers to those within the state of California, especially to those in the city of Sacramento, the hardest hit area of them all. These people need your prayers now more than ever, as they are quite literally dealing with hell on earth. May God have mercy on their souls. As for the rest of you, keep listening to local news outlets for any updates on this situation. Thank you. May God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
WXL-89 is currently in emergency programming. A national emergency has been declared for the United States. Please tune to your local news outlet for further information. WXL-89 is currently in emergency programming. A national emergency has been declared for the United States. Please tune to your local news outlet for further information. WXL-89 is currently in emergency programming. A national emergency has been declared for the United States. Please tune to your local news outlet for further. This is an all-clear message. The fallout from the nuclear power plant explosions has cleared the area, and residents are now allowed to leave their shelters. However, there has been damage from considerable to cataclysmic levels from the 2025 La Niña season in January, particularly to Sacramento, Oroville, Stockton, Wasco, and Bakersfield following several tornadoes, flash floods, dam collapses and nuclear power plant explosions. Following the complete destruction of Sacramento, a temporary capital will be in place in the city of Fairfield, which had avoided both the tornado and the massive flooding of the Sacramento Delta that happened on January 22nd. If your house was destroyed by any of the aforementioned events, call 9-1-1 and emergency services will be there to assist you to a rehousing area. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. Repeating, this is an all-clear message. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. Normal programming may now resume.